Hello, hello. Rocket's chilling. Well, that's good, because we're all about to be Bing chilling together. We're gonna figure out what the heck is up with this Edith Finch lady and what remains of her, whatever that means. I know this game was really popular like years ago, but I just never got around to playing it. So this is a blind first playthrough for me. I know very, very little, next to nothing about this game, so I'm excited. I'm gonna go zooming down into my little corner and we're gonna play the game. Whee! Hello. I am in the corner. The most eloquent of Matos.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Oh. This is very ASMR-y, like the sounds. It's pretty though, wow.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, and I love how the text is like in the environment, like it goes behind the trees. That's so cool. I love little things like that. That's a rad-ass mailbox. Who doesn't want their mailbox to just look like their house? That's so cute! Even the door! That's cute as fuck. Oh. I'm figuring out what buttons they want me to press. Hang on. There we go. Audio good. Huzzah! Hello?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Well, that's not good. And unopened, unread newspapers. Same.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, she lived here when she was 11, so that means that the brother died when she was a kid? Wow, that was cool! Sorry, I like the text, like, shattering. That was cool. Oh, what?
In a will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Well, it seems like it worked since you're here. Smart lady.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints like wild animals, or hoof prints like someone brought their horses up here? Oh, wild animals. Answer my own question. Bye-bye! Tell Bambi I said hi!
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Oh, she inherited the house. Oh.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Does that mean you also inherited all those bills that are due in the mailbox? Because that sucks. Whoa, that's cool. It's very Winchester Mystery House, hey? If anyone knows what that is in California.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
We're gonna go this way because it's pretty. Missing.
As
Nani?
a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I could see that. It doesn't seem very structurally sound, and that would make me uncomfortable too. Milton Finch. If you have information about Milton, call the Orcas Island Police Department. The house with many, many doors that goes nowhere, and staircases that go nowhere, and hallways that don't really go anywhere or make sense. Yeah. I went there once when I was a kid. It's spooky.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
You just inherit a whole ass house when you're 17? A millennial's dream. Potting soil, free potting soil. That ish is expensive now.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Well, ish.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Personification. A house doesn't have a will of its own. What do you mean? That's a door on the mailbox. And how much you want to bet it's a Finch? Oh. Classic.
Something moving around in the garage.
Classic. Does that mean that I can go in this door over here now? It just had to be your idea? You don't want to peek in the doggy door? There you go.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Ew, this would smell so bad. Even if there's nothing in a fridge, once they turn off, they can smell bad.
For the first time in years,
2010. Oy, oy, oy.
I felt like I was home.
I'm old. Chat, 2010 was 15 years
But instead of
ago.
a family, there were just memories of one.
What do I do with that information?
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Person, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Yes.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Oh. It's like me when I was a kid, my stepdad, we like exclusively ate Little Caesars because it's all my stepdad would bring home. And I'm still traumatized.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Wait,
It
they
was
all
like
just
a bomb
left?
had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Mass evacuation? Huh? So many books. My allergies. My allergies. The paper dust.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well, I found Edith. Or at least her wheelchair.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, what? That is a very creative use of books there. Those poor books. Their spines would fall apart. What's this? Play me a song.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
The fact that there's Bigfoot in the back is so Washington. No other words for it.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Well, ish. The mysteries must be solved. Whoa. It almost like looks out of place, the photograph. Can I unlock the front door for myself? What in the frick? Is there like asbestos in that room or something? Goddamn. I was gonna say, why is Bigfoot in the background? Because...
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That room looks very, very teeny tiny to have an entire catacomb of familia. No me gusta. And why is it sealed up like that? Is it because the whole family's buried in there and it smells like ass? This is the kitchen. Okay, so upstairs we go. Hey, a chair. Can I ride the chair? Can I go wee? No? Okay. They just don't like fun.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Sealed up all the bedrooms. Did all the kids get locked in their rooms? This is so spooky. Like, even the spray foam? Like, come on. Molly. She was 10?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with. If she hadn't died in 1947.
There were the year she was born and the year she died, she was only 10. It's a little mouse. Or a squirrel? A squirrel. And another squirrel. And another squirrel. Squirrel Kingdom, even. What's in here?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Walter. What are these marks on the ground? What was dragged out of here? A bed? It might be a bed. She barely lived through the Great Depression. That is a horrible life.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, I found the thing the key is for! 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
What?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
This really is just full-on Winchester Mystery House. What the heck? Get in there. Get in the hole.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother
it's a
Milton
cat.
had been here before me.
That's pretty. That window is pretty. A tea party? What is
Reading
all this?
Maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Bigfoot! Just the little girl's room.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Look at that stuffed jellyfish. That is magical as fuck.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
This
Being
is so
inside for the
cool.
first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Bro, look at all this. Mount Rainier National Park. All the hanging ivy is freaking magical. The little Squirrel Kingdom mural. Ow, wow, wow, wow.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh my gosh. The gerbil. What the heck? This is magic. Oh, is that Molly? A little portrait? Orcas Island calves. Okay. Trunk at the foot of the bed. Broken starfish. A map of the house? I think? Question mark? Molly. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947.
Hello, voice.
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Am I a little baby Molly right now? Do I keep snacks in my pumpkin?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Womp womp. And then I don't want to go out here.
Mom, can I come out now?
That's awful.
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Why are you locking me in my room, you crazy person?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
No! No! I didn't want to eat that! No! Fishy. Oh.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Bro's just a little fish. You can't even cook him. We must imagine Sisyphus Eepy. Apparently. Sisyphus eats fish, I guess. Do I climb out the window? No. I can't go out the door. Holy, it's dark. There is a second door to a bathroom. Oh, I'm so short! Whoa!
I kept eating and eating.
What? Okay, at first I thought this was child abuse. Maybe the mom has a reason. Maybe the mom has a reason? You just ate
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
gerbil food. Are you Edith Finch, little guy?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
I
reached out for her.
The window has chains on it!
And suddenly,
Whoa!
I was a cat.
I was not expecting the supernatural in this game. Why am I a cat? Am I a shapeshifter? Is this a dream? I cannot... Where go? The purrs! I can't go up. I can't go over. Where go? Do I have to click a button that I don't know I have to click? What indeed, Flex? Oh, I have to click a button that I didn't know I had to click. Okay.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Understandably so. Pounce! Can I jump that far? Do I have to jump on the gutter? There's not really enough room to walk, is there? Up. 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 Aha! Then over.
Mom
Yeah.
and Dad didn't even look at me.
What? Stray before stray, for real. It will all become clear, Squire says, like some sort of cryptid. Bird up there. I'll get bird. I love the purring. Where go? Can't go that way. Do I have to go back? Hey! Jen! What that bonk do? What that bonk for? Can I jump that far? No. I am confused as to the next step in the process, game. That's where I came from. I came up here. I went over here. I went over here. I can't interact with the window. I cannot jump upwards. I cannot... Oh! This didn't work the first time I tried it. Don't yell at me. Kitty. What that badonkadonk do? Hey, yo. Ask Squire. He'll tell you what my badonkadonk do. I'm gonna get this forking bird. This young child will have her snack.
I almost got her.
Hey, no need to be spicy, kitty. Jump up here? No, up here?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
You're just outrunning the bird? Out... Whoa. You're out,
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh, you know it's a mother, and yet you choose hunger. Okay.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Eating
First, all I heard
birds, eating uncooked poultry is bad for your health.
in the grass.
I'm flying. I'm flying? I'm flying. I don't have a lot of control, but I'm flying. Cicada! Hi! In the grass.
Rabbits.
Wait. Rabbits. How are you? Give rabbit. I got it. I love my chicken medium rare.
Looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Salmonella is my
And I
favorite.
didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh. I wish I could be this hungry and stay skinny. Wouldn't that be nice? 10-year-olds don't know how good they have it.
Rabbit.
Oh, there is a rabbit. Yeah. Oh, the bunny.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
That doesn't seem good for your health. There is no salt water to be found. What the fuck? What is happening? I am feeling better, Sakina. I just needed some rest and some time away from my freaking computer.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
And I needed to be a shark, I guess. What the hell is this game? I don't know.
That, juicy seals.
I don't want to eat a seal. No! No, don't make me do it. No. You're a 10-year-old girl. Why are you this way? I know you don't look like a 10-year-old girl, but you are. I have to eat another one? Seal you later. This guy. I don't see any more seal. Oh, there he is. I don't wanna. No.
I tore off her flipper and
No.
it tasted really good.
Ah! What in the 10-year-old horror movie fan? Oh, no. No.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Ah!
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm on the ferry. I am an eldritch horror. I don't know. Hang on. Can I turn the brightness up? Full screen brightness. Cause can you see the eldritch monstrosity? That is the thing I'm trying to control and failing miserably. Ugh.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
That's not where I expected this to continue to go. Oh, there's a bird. Oh, why must you make me eat the innocent? No one told me this was a horror game.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Do I have I don't see the bird. I don't see the bird anymore. Do I have to? I have to. No! This isn't what I meant when I said I was a man-eater. So Slim's family does not cuss at all, and I just realized the fuck yeah, I own this place candle has been full of you. Oh no! Well, no one said anything.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Some part of you has to realize that this is really fucked up, right, Molly? Right? Do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Apparently, Molly Finch done eats him. Oh my, oh no. How many? How many? How many? When is enough enough? Oh, pushing the door open, come on.
Passenger, I was still hungry. To cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I was so on board. I was so 100% ready to be like, fuck Molly's mom for locking her in her room. She's a 10-year-old girl. I really see the logic now.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
The good smell. You already ate people. How do we go up from there? Whose toilet am I coming out of? My own? Ew! I don't like that I myself look like Dookie and I just came out of a toilet. Yeah, this is my own freaking bedroom. What the fuck? Tomato brain melting. All my stomachs?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
So that was like all
I'm
in her
not
head,
sure if I
right? Like
believed
that's
all of
the
that,
twist?
But I'm sure Edie would have.
What in the future horror novel author whose life was tragically taken too soon? What is happening? This is the first scenario in this game. The first one! I hate kids so much. Well, I hate to tell you, Twisty. You're... the career path you've chosen might need to be rethought. The Finches have very active imaginations. Okay. The little drawing of Molly in the bottom left is pretty cute, though. Pacific Ocean depth chart. She likes her aminals.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Mm-hmm.
Before my mom sealed the doors.
Mm-hmm. Is this like a... This wasn't open before. What's this? Wait. So, an owl?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Okay. I can't leave because these are like spray foamed shut. Gasp! This is where I was sitting when I was reading. Kitty? Oh. The classic stand on rotting
This will
wood.
be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
And pray it doesn't break.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Whose room is this?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, so this is Grandma's room, which I assume is Edith Finch. They kept calling her Edie. It's very
Edie
funny.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
You need them in the Pacific Northwest, I guess,
He died
maybe.
a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
That's cool. Painting a portrait on a slice of wood. That's cool. All of the family. Molly, Barbara, Calvin, Sam, Walter, Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Lewis, Milton, and Edith.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin Finch. Someone was an author. Very funny to say, though, when everyone knows I'm willingly a mother and actively enjoy working in the education field. Yeah. Exactly.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
He took the whole house, but wants to get away from the curse?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Interesting.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous. Oh, it's just back at the beginning. Okay. Interesting. We're getting lore drops.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh, I'm like filling in. Okay. So I guess the whole thing is like filling in the family tree, I guess. Odin. So does that mean that Odin and his wife named their daughter after his wife? Because he just said that his wife Edie. But then there's a kid, Edie. Unless Odin was just way older than his wife. I don't know. We'll see. Mysteries of death and thereafter. Joining the great majority. Another Finch. Zen and Edie. I cannot look through that peephole. Mole man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Win a family day out at Druid World.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edie won't go.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Built 1937, Sven Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
She just took it literally, that's all. We love a blunt woman.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
What? Who in God's name wants a fuzzy bathroom? Oh, God. The horrors of bacteria that must exist in this floor. The horror. The horror. Oh, this is even sealed shut with the spray foam.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
As long as you kept it theoretically clean. Bathrooms just hold so much moisture. Like, I wouldn't want to just invite that to live in the floor. Because, like, if you have a fuzzy rug right up in front of your shower, you know, most of the time those cloths are antimicrobial. And B, it's a small enough piece of cloth that you can just pick it up and throw it in the washing machine once a week or once a month or whatever, and theoretically keep things clean. This is like the floor. And the toilet, come on. Come on. The floor. Yeah. The floor. There's shit on every fiber. That's the other thing! Is every time you flush the toilet, shit gets flung up to 10 feet. Literal shit particles. Shit is everywhere. And there's a secret in the bathroom, apparently.
In the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Wait.
It's hidden in this book.
Oh. I'm on the toilet as that's being said. Thank you for sharing, Octo. When you flush, your shit will be flung up to 10 feet. So close the lid. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
We have a photographer. A photographer. Been trapped at my family's for 2 weeks. That sounds awful. SARS and Preros. SARS and Preros? Sorrows and prayers sent your way. Ay, ay, ay. Fort Calvin. Look at the little murals. There are so many murals in this house. And they're all so cool. Wow. Somebody likes space and guns.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh.
And that he never talked about him.
I see. Command
I guess
center.
my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh, that's really sad, actually. So that means that Calvin just had to live in this room with the memorial for his brother?
My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, I have to use both sticks. Interesting. We're gonna swing like our lives depend on it.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Is this kid gonna turn into a freaking bird? Botanical! Hello!
But that day,
Am I gonna turn into a bird?
He made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh. Your leg is already in a cast and you're
Maybe
like,
if
I'm
I
gonna do
hadn't said that.
a barrel roll. What? And you're kicking the limb? You're kicking the tree?
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
No, bro, you're getting flung. Sorry. Sorry, kid.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
I don't want to do this.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, it's going. Oh, bye-bye. Well. Your car's been in the shop?
Calvin's
Oh,
story
Akko, what's
felt
wrong with your
strangely
car?
familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, no. I was never one for a dual barrel roll on a swing set. I feel bad for Sam though. So like horrible things happen to Calvin, right? Like, oh, accident, so sad. I don't want to downplay that. But then Sam's side of the room
After
is
the
right
funeral,
there.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah. Sam slept right there for his childhood while the memorial for his passed away brother is 5 feet away from him. That's rough. That'll do things to a young, impressionable brain. Hello? Should have showed the kid crash into the rock 0 out of 10. Hey!
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Wow. Yeah, I believe that. I wouldn't want to live in here either. Even though it's cool. Like, it's a cool room. But not when you're sleeping in your bed and you're literally facing it. Like, that's, oh. You just can't get away from it. That's awful. What the heck is this? What? Whoa. This is elaborate. This is some like Resident Evil, whatever that company that builds all the traps inside those mansions is. Whoa. Insulation. Fiberglass. Lungs.
The passages
Yummy.
were pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I don't know if children made it or if it was just made for children. Unclear. The grandma made it. Okay, that makes sense. Instructions unclear. Who dis? My friend Bigfoot. Barbara Finch.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh, so Edie is the Lady Winchester. Got it. Got it. Who are you,
Edie's
Odin?
father Odin built the original house.
It's like a horror movie. Were you a movie star, lady, or did you just really like old Hollywood?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Well, there's a spooky Bigfoot back there on the left. Do I have to go into the next... I think I might have to go into the next
Mom
room.
must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Everything is so, like, boarded up and locked up. It's spooky. This is Calvin and Sam. This is the room we were just in. This is Gregory. Who's Gregory?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
That's the fuzzy, horrible, shit-infested bathroom. This is Fen and Edie. Okay. This game looks really neat. It's been a wild ride, and I haven't even been... I've barely been here for an hour. This is Molly. This is the first room we went in. Okay. And then this is what started the journey. We went in here. Okay. I'm curious. If I go back, can I go back in here and continue to the next room? I can! Is it horror? Remains to be remains to be seen. The first scenario was I was a 10-year-old girl that was shape-shifting, or at least imagining that she was shape-shifting, and that sequence ended with her becoming a horrible eldritch monster and eating people. So I don't know.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
It is certainly a genre. Which one? I don't know. We'll see. Seattle Ballet Company presents Swan Lake. Did she do ballet as well as act in this Bigfoot movie that apparently was very popular? Look at her. Penelope's Diner. Seattle Starlets.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
These rooms have so much personality. It's really cool. Barb Street? What? A whole ass street named after you? Strange Labyrinth, a film by Lady Gregory. Happy birthday, Barbara. Don't eat that. Just a weird hunch. Oh, that's her. At least she didn't die as a child.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Dreadful Stories. October 1961. Featuring Old Jack, guest starring Barbara Finch. Fine quality, colorful patches, 85 cents.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous.
I hope you're having a good Saturday.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But
I bet that's hard.
Break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Is your voice like...
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick,
Oh, don't
was
date
about
fans!
to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
Whoa.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her
So she missed the
comeback
convention?
was canceled.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Bro, you sound like a douchebag!
Secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Okay.
I'll be back in a sec.
I know where that music box is.
20 minutes
To go in the
later,
basement.
Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
I have to reach for the music box? Or is it just telling me? Hello?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Is he trying to scare her to get a scream out of her? But then something horrible's gonna happen. Don't make me play this part! No! Don't jump scare me, please!
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
This has to be a setup. This has to be him saying, I want my girlfriend to be famous, so I'm gonna scare her and get a scream out of her. No! That's horrifying.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
You have this ringtone for your brother? That's pretty funny, actually. Her dad is not okay. He slipped on a table saw? Like, what the f-
And grew still.
How much money did they pay to use this song? No. No!
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well,
I
I'm
fucking
not
knew it.
scared.
I'm literally sitting there going, this is exactly what's
furious.
happening, and yet I still fucking
Then
screamed.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused.
She threw him out.
You know what? Valid reaction, Barbara. Valid.
Something to
Valid.
remember him by.
Barb, have you
Valid.
seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up.
Now
But if
what?
this is a
Now
trick,
what horrible
you're
jump
dead,
scare
Walter.
are they cooking up? No! 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 This is my nightmare! That the chair is hanging from the ceiling. Don't have to go back down there, so that's fine, I think. You're gonna like trip and fall down the stairs or something. Don't trip on that. We're gonna walk as close to the wall. No me gusta! Not that way, because it's blocked off. Walter Finch, that's where I'm trying to go.
Walter, are you there?
Don't.
Walter
Okay.
vanished, but his
Well, not
bedside
okay.
radio
Right, vanished?
Still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the
That's not the
hookman,
boyfriend.
was speechless. He was quite smashing.
A whole ass serial killer in the fucking house? No.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
No.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Get in the hole. Get.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
If this is still the boyfriend setting shit up, I'm gonna be pissed.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Is this before the doors got sealed shut?
Wally's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
You're being so brave. Thank you, Botanical. Fuck you! Yeah!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's wearing a mask. I still don't know where the kid is. We're gonna not trip and fall on the roller skate. Yep. Why do you walk so slow, ma'am? There's already so much suspense!
Had vanished.
He's gone!
She listened listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Meow. This is some fan fiction shit. Why am I so scared?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara.
There's literally a window.
Water.
It was coming from inside the house.
No. So whispering behind me.
Oh dear.
All she said was, "Oh dear!"
I didn't see
Fuck all of you! Fuck all of you! You're none of you are my friends! Get out of my house!
Then she saw what
No!
monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl.
Literally,
She had a
like,
taste for stardom.
step number one of being Cherry's friend. Don't do that! Don't do that!
And little Walter hiding under his bed the whole time.
Little shit!
Pretty hard, but that's another story.
Hello, Major, by the way. I'm gonna take a sip of my drinky drink. Thank you for the emotional support, Dr. Pepper, and I will stretch shortly.
Her ear. Now that's what
Hey!
a real eerie tale.
So all of that for a party, and then she died anyway? Hey! My brain
Edie
cells
told me
can't
all
handle the
Barbara wanted
torture.
was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, I'm stretching because Major did small self-care, and I... Fuck you! Fuck you, Cam! You weren't supposed to be scary! Ah! Googly eyes. Fine. All the better to see the jump scares with. Thank you for the self-care. I'm not standing up and stretching! It's not happening! How do I get out of here? F this story! Is there anything else in here I need to interact with? Oh, there's her douchebag boyfriend, a little drawing of him. Get me out of here. I can't open this door. So I guess I go back in here. Get in! Get in the hole. Make sure you have a Dr. Pepper. I
guess
do!
now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
I do have a Dr. Pepper. Going to the basement, even though I was just there and it scared the shit out of me.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
A music box, I remember. It's right here. Convenient. Just keep winding. Just keep winding. Just keep winding, winding, winding. What do? We wind, wind. We wind it until we get a key. What remains of Cherry Mato? All that remains of Cherry Mato is her pulsometer. Sorry if I broke anyone's eardrums, by the way. I'm sorry. I was in high stress and did not make good sound choices for the masses. I don't want to be down here. No! Sven!
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Also, hello, Diffuse. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great Saturday. And same to you, Major, if I did not say a proper hello. Hello! I hope you're having a good Saturday.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
No. 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 Don't make me open the... Don't. It's either... Ah! It's either gonna... It's either gonna be another jump scare to mimic the jump scare that I already did, or it's gonna be nothing because they want me to think it's gonna be a jump scare. I'm clicking! I'm clicking! I'm pulling! I'm clicking! Ooh. Okay.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
We're good. We Gucci. We Gucci gang. You were gonna make lamb chops, but the meat was rancid when you opened the package. No! No, that's so unfortunate. Sorry, guys. All the fear gave me the itches. 1 second. Okay.
I remember asking Mom
Oh
once before
God, what in the Outlast basement is this bullshit?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
What are you crunching at, Squire? What are you
There's a pattern in all
crunching?
these stories. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
We were just talking about eating improperly cooked meat, like, I don't know, like 25 minutes ago, and Squire's just like, yeah, hand it over, gimme. I mean, if the government doesn't give a shit about food safety anymore, why should I? Am I right? Anyways. Magician, hi! How are you? This is dystopian as fuck. Can't interact with that. It goes down more? Did you have the proper permits for this? Because I'm really starting to think that you did not.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
I'm so sad because this is the second time this week that we've encountered rancid meat. Gray and I were buying chicken from a different store, got to the register, and it was smelling up the whole place. Damn! It's already beginning! I can't... Hello? I'm trying to go down! I'm trying to go down! Let me go! Let me go into the place that was built, obviously, without any kind of permit. Going around people's streams instead of doing uni assignments. Procrastination. I feel that. I respect it. I respect it. I'm doing okay. Playing this game, I was not expecting it to be scary. I've screamed a whopping like 4 times. Rip to headphones users. That's all I have to say. It smelled like infected earrings. That's awful. I am afraid for the future of...
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Our food. We don't talk about Bruno. No, we don't talk about Bruno.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
What the fuck? What in the... This is under the foundation and therefore extremely unsafe?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Then don't climb in the scary hole.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
I can't see dick all. Am I supposed to be able to see? I get... Okay. There is a clear direction
Now
to
that there's
go.
only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
Well, this is certainly a way to find out.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Do all of
Maybe we
you
believed
just have
so much in a family curse?
schizophrenia or
We
something?
made it real.
Oh. Walter. You're just a little... Oh, 1952 to 2005. Okay, at least Walter got to live like a full life. What if I just, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Huh? No. But what if? No. I'll go the right way.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Don't say that. Family history is important. I wish I had more of mine.
But I thought you should know about your family.
There's that
And the history you're a part of.
buoy out there that the kid saw when he flung off the swing set. Standing on this beach makes me feel really short. I wonder if that was intentional.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Why all of a sudden does it feel like you're writing to a future?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Being short? Height is genetic. So, you know, there's logic to be had.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
The tone has shifted. I do not yet know how to feel. The fact that horror has been introduced as an element is making me nervous.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
I am afraid.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yours? I don't know.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Well, it seems like you've been around more human death.
3 of the gerbils
although...
are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Oh, what a little family. Coco, Zoe, Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy. Oh, so it keeps going. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Shatsy, Christopher. And then here's
Sven
the
built
people.
the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly. Calvin. He was 11, so we have 10. We have 11. We have 51. 49. 49. Old. 53. I can do math. Look at me go. Oh, she was 16. Well then.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
I feel like this meat experience has
My mom was always
radicalized
trying
me.
to move on,
Well, you should be
but
radicalized
for Edie, the
further.
past never went away.
I don't want to get too political, but you should look up at how many FDA agents have been fired this week, or have been laid off this week, and the new regulations for dairy products in the United States of A. That's all I'll say. Look it up! Look it up! Be careful what you eat! Profit over people
She could see it poking
where
out
we're
of
at.
the water at low tide.
Oh, is this like a piece of the house?
Edie said she
sure
dreamed
is.
about the old house every night.
I fear my latte order is about to become Russian roulette. FDA people have straight up said that you should either make sure that your milk is labeled as ultra pasteurized or just switch to almond milk. And ultra pasteurized isn't even a guarantee with the new regulations. Wink with both eyes if you'd like to leave the country. Oh, wouldn't I ever. Oat milk club. I could learn that one German song. That one that was on TikTok, the hoppadoppadoppada. Hoppadoppadoppadoppada. And I fit right in Germany, right? But my local coffee shop is already expensive. You could just buy almond milk and just ask for a latte and pour in your own milk. Yeah, yes. I think so, Magician. I think that's what it's called. I just kind of know how the tune goes. I do not know the words, but I would learn them if it meant I would fit in Germany.
The side was always easier for me to understand.
There's a recession, who can afford fancy coffee? For real, for real. They're already talking about like recession blonde and how you can tell that we're in a recession by looking around at all the people who bleach their hair and seeing how long their roots are. Ay, ay, ay. Lurk for reasons.
But the older
Thank
I
you
get,
for the lurk flex.
the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Understandable, understandable.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I think us Germans would be happy to have you even if you don't know the song. Ah, shucks! Thanks, Magician! Thank you! I should just buy coffee shop cups and tell Debbie I just went to get her hot chocolate before she woke up. Yeah. Just buy plain styrofoam cups, save yourself even more money, and then just doodle the mermaid on it every morning. Doodle the famous mermaid on it with Sharpie every morning. My homie at work sells energy drinks for $1, so maybe I'll switch to that. Yep. Or learn to like milkless coffee. Blech.
But looking back on it now,
Tell Demi we play coffee shop every morning and get her to make her own. We love
if she
gaslighting
told me there was
children.
gonna be so much climbing.
Kidding. Please don't clip that out of
I
context.
never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? Jump, bitch, jump! Yikes! I'm entirely too fat to stand on a branch that thin. Twisty, no! You betrayed me! I am also too fat to stand on this glass without it breaking. so we're not gonna do that. All my family members die in freak accidents. You know what I'm gonna do? Stand on the roof. Excellent idea. 10 out of 10 logic.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Conveniently open sliding glass door. Safety
Pretty
hazards!
intense.
Send her ass to the mines. The children do yearn for the mines. U.S. Marines. This is the guy that joined and never came back, I suppose. Open. Oh, no. No. I am nosy. Open the thing. He's sad.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Oh, I can look around. Oh, okay. I can't move.
What?
I'm taking your picture. Deal with it.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
The truck.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Yeah. Watch your profanity. I don't even know where she is. Slim's mom took her on a walk a while ago. It really could be an abandoned mine shaft. I fear what might happen to Demi in retaliation for the profanity candle. Odin Finch Trail. This is very sensitive. Holy.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
I don't even see a person. Is there a person? Oh, there is a person. But that's not a person. Maybe it is? So,
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Campsite. Burbs. What am I taking pictures of? Just anything I want?
Dad, it's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Just anything that I want? Or anything that gets really clear when I focus on it. Watch your fucking language, indeed. There's a boat. Ah. So that's not a thing. I can't turn any more than that. First of all, let's look at my...
Should not have drunk all that coffee.
Boat. No, what? Oh, a person.
Nothing quite like being
Oh.
outside. Hey!
We love a little bit of voyeurism.
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
Bro.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Oh, here he is. Oh,
Last time I was
I
with
gotta
my
get it
brother
clear,
Calvin.
you know?
Man, that was a great trip.
Aw, his brother Calvin.
Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
You're not interesting?
Your Grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Poems by Emily
We found
Dickinson.
an old logging trail with deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Is that what I need to find? Is a deer?
Give me a minute to check the map.
Nope. I don't think. Oh, a deer. Made out of rocks.
Let's see.
I'm not really seeing anything else that's like
Maybe.
worth taking a picture of.
Or was it? Could have been.
Hunting season. Please use caution. I have to take a better picture of you? Because you're like the main subject matter. So...
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Okay, so you're not it. I took a picture of the gun. Was it not a good enough picture of the gun? No. We caught some pretty cool fish. No. There is a stick. I don't see my, like, sister or whatever.
Dad!
Oh!
Good eyes, Dawn.
I looked around and you weren't there before!
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Picture of me? No, 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 no. No one wants that.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
I have to take another picture.
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced.
Or
Whenever
of
you're ready.
the deer. Oh,
Great
no.
shot, Dawn.
Oh my god! Oh, she's crying! Oh, I would be me. If I was her, that would be me.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I'm supposed to go up there too. I see, I see.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Bye-bye! Oh my god.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah. It's a good thing that all the guns are locked up, considering that the sliding glass door to this room is just open. I suppose.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
The little feetsy prints. I would say are those his kids, but he was supposed to have left when he was a kid, joined the military. But he has his own room, so I guess he came back at some point. What's this? Who's Kay? Airline ticket. K. Finch. Clear skies and clean living awaits you. Study fun facts about Baltimore while you fly. Moving far away was the plan. Since this is supposed to be Washington State. Hello, Ashley. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. How are you? Am I supposed to leave? I don't see anything. A whole ass axe just strapped to the bottom of the bed. All right. All right. Where's that level of security when it comes to making sure your freaking door is locked? I knew I missed something. Oh. Fiberglass lungs. Love that for us.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah. Not a baby. A baby? Come on. Divorce. Kay and Sam.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Maybe that seems to be a thing in the family. Froggy go boing boing. Oh. Froggy go boing boing! Whoa! Eee.
Bend over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I'm doing a concern. Oh, pop the bubbles. Ooh. More rubber duckies!
What his world was like.
Ah. Give me the bubble. Oh, oh.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
Oh, they're synchronized swimming now.
Lost in his imagination.
Whee!
Whatever
Oh!
it was he saw.
Okay. Whee!
It sure made him happy.
Can we jump on the whale? Oh. Okay. I know where I need to go.
I know how silly it sounds.
Now what?
I worried about a baby being too happy.
Whee! Oh, I didn't make it that time.
I could feel him slipping away.
Oh, the mom came back.
I know
Okay,
you
okay.
did everything you could.
I was worried there for a second.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
Oh,
I don't want Gregory to hear this.
no. Don't.
I wish you could have told us about the world we saw.
Wow. The curse! The curse!
Much I don't understand. About Gregory.
I am a frog.
About everything.
Return to frog.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Froggy, pull the plug. Bye!
I'm sure he's happy.
This family cursed. Yeah, like cursed. Italic, bold, cursed.
Love, Sam.
He still loves her, even through the divorce. Ah, my heart. He was one. Yeah, this family like cursed. Why are there other beds in here? Dawn and Gus?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
I don't know, right? Whose kid is Gus? I gotta look at the tree. I gotta like really look at the tree next time it comes up.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
I am to collect the letters with a kite. How whimsical. I can't read any of what that says. I hope I'm not supposed to.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
The kite is unwieldy, chat.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I now pronounce you.
Oh, angry little kid.
You may kiss the bride.
Crash it into the wedding!
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh! Damn!
The wind picked up,
Edgy little
panicked
kid.
geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Crash it into the wedding! Aww. Takes Wedding Crasher to a whole new level, huh? Yeah. Looking for letters. I assume I'm supposed to look at the tent. I just didn't see the next part of the poem. I'm gonna get struck by lightning. Oh no, you might be right. Is this family cursed? I didn't see the next part of the poem. Am I dumb? Don't answer that. Let's go inside the tent. Oh, over here. I found it. Found it.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
You wish that what? You wish that what? So is this supposed to be like symbolism that all of the decorations got swept away in this storm? I don't think there's gonna be anything up here, but I'm not seeing anything. I wish that. Oh, just had to stay there long enough, I guess.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Wow. So they left him out there because he was being a shit. And he hurt himself or got struck by lightning or something. Well. Another boarded up door that I can't look out of the peephole. What is over here? A whole ass rock climbing wall? What?
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This house is crazy. Holy Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Understandable, understandable. Do you have an explanation for why they all keep dying? The only thing that's been mentioned so far is that there's some kind of superstition or like family curse, but there's no, at least not clearly to me anyway, there hasn't been like a clearly defined origin of the curse. It just seems like it all started from, can I pull up the family tree whenever I want? Ah. The guy all the way in the bottom right, Odin, he moved from Norway to Washington and brought the house that he lived in with him, but they crashed in the Puget Sound and the house sunk. So then him and his wife found the plot of land that the house that I'm exploring is currently on, and they built a new one. But even in Norway, his family, the Finch family, was notorious for being unlucky. So it's some kind of mysterious curse of some kind.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh. Fly to India. Can I go outside?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Oh.
Lewis was born a year later.
So that, oh, Lewis is the character that I play as older brother who we know has passed.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
So the dad, oh my gosh, the dad passed away and then her older brother passed away? Oh my god.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Uh-huh. New family member? Just add a room. Hermits be damned.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Building codes be damned. Aw, the little homeschool. That's actually kind of sweet.
But it didn't last.
Oh. Whoa.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
It is a little castle. I like the dome on top. That's super cute. What does his room look like? 1992.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh yeah, Milton is the one that's on the missing kid posters. Wow. And that's why he doesn't have a death date, I guess. Because they don't know where he be. The yellow footprints. Gamer instincts activate. Follow the yellow paint. Why is this a door? Interesting. This is so cool. Holy. A feat of engineering. they ever think maybe it was time to stop having kids? Like, good question.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is so cool. I mean, there aren't enough pages in this flip book to be this intensive in animation, but I respect it. I respect the distribution of information that is happening here. Milton.
I was 4 when Milton
His
disappeared.
nose! Why is he the only one with like a super goofy nose? It's a Flynn Rider wanted poster ass nose. That's really cool. All these paints could be expensive or very cheap, hard to say.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
This is like Encanto before Encanto, how everybody has their own room. I'm supposed to be able to go in the door. I thought I could go in the door. Why not, game? Hang on. I'm gonna double check upstairs right quick. Because he used a paintbrush to go in the door. Do I need a paintbrush? And I just didn't get close to it to pick one up. Close enough? Pick it up? No, because it would probably be that paintbrush. But I can't pick it up. I'm looking for prompts. Making sure I don't miss prompts. I don't think so. Maybe I am just supposed to leave. Look down. There really isn't anything to interact with. I know that there's paintbrushes on the ground. I just don't get a little prompt. Do I have to look down just right to pick up Milton's paintbrush? The magic paintbrush? No? Hey! Scared me. Thank you for the 5 bits, Anonymous. Look downstairs. I know that there's this, but that's just gonna take me back outside. Look down. Look down. Look down. That one song from Les Mis. Look down. Look down. I got nothing. Genuinely, I got nothing. So no cool magical door for Mato, I guess.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
We'll just keep going. Whoop. And then that's it? What? I swear I saw a glimmer. You really think there would be, considering how elaborate that cutscene was of him going in the cool door. I guess I'm going up.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Lewis is Milton and the main character's brother.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
He's the one that canned the fish. 1988 to 2010.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
There's hookah. Psychedelic, bruh. What's over here. Whoa, these are cool chairs. And his freaking room is a boat. Really keeping with the not structurally sound theme, but very cool. I'm on a boat. Yeah, Diffuse. I'm on a boat. What do? I cannot continue upward. It will not let me. Was there something over here to interact with that I did not? Oh, there is. This little thing down here. Aha! Hey! What that for? You jealous because I'm on a boat?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
The house is pretty baller. It certainly has personality.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Can relate. High school diploma, Orcas Island Regional High School, Lewis Finch. That would smell so bad. Theodore's Quality Cigars? Ew. Greater Seattle Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
His
mind began
depressing. I'm depressed for you, Lewis.
Wander.
Oh. Oh!
I asked him to describe it.
This is wild. I have to use both sticks.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh, I can't go that way. Ah! Whoa.
And things that have not names.
So he just kept spiraling.
It was all in his head.
Deeper down into his own mind. That was deep.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Whoa, the lighting, the dynamic lighting, ayo!
But he found something more.
Whoa. So this is like the fantasy that he's creating getting more complex and more worrisome.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, in the worst way.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Necessarily a good thing. Spiraling into your own head and not...
He told me he'd made a new friend.
interacting. This is surprisingly hard using both sticks. I'm not this coordinated.
Louis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Everyone's so happy to see him!
And songs for them to play. Talked about starting a band.
An imaginary band, it seems.
And he was always humming something.
Yeah, he retreated real deep. Not the fish!
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
It's not a good thing.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Uh-oh. Oh, I can't go that way. I have to go this way.
He held an election for mayor.
In his brain?
And he won.
Yeah, I would say so.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
So he wandered somewhere else? I have to control his ship and chop fish.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Playing Age of Empires in his head?
New Louisville. St. Louis.
Ayo. Not the colonization.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Go.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, that's good.
Until one day
that's
he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Yeah, it's not good. You can't retreat that low into your own brain.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
I'm already on this side. We're going queen. Yes,
queen.
Oops. I'm trying, Dot.
The queen was on her own quest for...
I'm already on this side. Sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Bum bum bum. Spooky, scary sea monsters in my own Louis brain. Ooh.
No. Followed the sound of her.
We're going harp, chat. We're going harp.
Silver harp.
Sticking with the fantasy theme. Oh, I have to hit the notes, otherwise they don't play. Okay.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
The colonization
Even
continues.
Then, his logic remained sound.
It's the whole screen now. The fantasy is the whole screen. That's not good. That's not good.
The world was all in his imagination.
Don't close the door on me.
Proud of having created it.
Close the door on me. Oh. It's good.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Gonna colonize that poontang!
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Yeah. Different time, I guess. I know that there's a time and a place to let people have their fantasies, and like fantasy in moderation is a good thing, but this is
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Sorry, bud. It's not. God, all the fish blood would smell so bad. Cannery is such a depressing job. Imperial Palace, Orcas Island. This is the Chinese place that they always order from, that they talked about at the beginning of the game.
He began to forget the world we know.
God, what a bleak place. It becomes derealization. Exactly, Botanical, exactly.
It pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
And I was just about to say that too. When the fantasy is so incredibly much better than real life, and it feels so real to you, you're going to choose it. Even if you are an educated individual that is aware of some level on what's going on, it's going to come to a point where you're going to choose it over reality.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
So he started to despise himself because the fake one was better. I go here?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
This is really depressing. Womp indeed.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Calico? Kitty! Molly! Not the cat named Molly! No!
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Yeah. Why that kind of look like a I smell French Revolution. Anyone, you see that?
One thing left to do.
It Well then.
Bend down his head.
Uh-huh, just bend down. Just bend down your head. One last bend of the head. Yep.
Mrs. Finch, your son was
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Drink some water.
I'm gonna drink in just a second. That one hurt. That one hurt a lot. That hurt. My mental heart go ouchie. That is all. Ooh, okay, that one hurt. That one hurt. Oh, there's another door. I didn't see the other door. Right here. I didn't see this door.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I don't know.
I wish
Oh my
we'd
gosh.
stayed.
All those missing children. The packing peanut
But
crunches.
I understand why we left.
Oh, they're like leaf pressing drawings. I see.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
They started to pack and then she said, nah, bruh. Nah. All this shit's cursed. She says, all the shit's cursed.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, I'm in cutscene? No.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Why am I so short? Am I on my hands and knees? Her boots are cute. I like the purple shoelaces.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very
I
specific.
left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our
I'm
last...
not leaving.
Edith, you're
Yeah.
excused.
Am I? Oh, I'm controlling me. Oops.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When
With
my
this
mom
many
said the
books?
library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
There's an... Oh, sneaky beaky.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
The thing being mental health? This way, I guess.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I'm just really invested.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Mystery of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
That's not good.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
That's not good.
God, it smelled awful.
That's not good.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
An ocean earthquake and then low tide is not.
I never thought I'd go back
good.
to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Oh. Exactly, diffuse, exactly.
I started seeing things.
Oh. There was a deer.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
She's hallucinating out in the fog.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
This... Okay, she made it to the
Maybe
house.
I came back to them.
Maybe.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I
never
get scream, but Mom dragged me to the car.
I was invested! You can't do that!
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh, that's what I thought when she didn't care about how the
moved around a
alcohol mixed with her meds.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Oh, I can move my hand.
Years went by.
This is really cool. Shaking the letters off.
My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot.
Uh-oh.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn Finch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
That's what happens a lot of the time.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Oh.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
That is a shape at the end of the tunnel when we're talking about
this
a
journal
baby.
was supposed to be for you.
Am I being bornded?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just
Why?
want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well, that was certainly an ending. I thought she was just gonna be pregnant. I didn't know it was gonna be that. Okay. Did you know that this game is tagged as quirky on a website that I looked up trigger warnings for? I don't know if quirky is the first word I would use. Thank you for the head pats. It was good. It was good. I'm not crying in a bad way. I think... I don't know if I would have cried at the ending of the game if Lewis's story wasn't right before it. Crying Mayto. I'm sorry, Jake. We just beat the game and it was really sad. I was not prepared. I had no idea. I didn't want to spoil it, but the title hits different when you see the twist. It does. It does. I'm really glad that you didn't spoil it, Squire. I'm not... For everyone in chat who's worried about my well-being, I'm not crying in a bad way. I'm crying because the story did its job. That was good. Oh god, Lewis's story. I'm surprised I wasn't crying at Lewis. That was... Whoa. Why do I play so many mental health games on this channel? I don't necessarily mean to do it. What a terrible day for rain! Yeah, it's raining inside all over my brand new computer. What a terrible day. What a terrible day for rain. Lewis hits a little close to home. It does. It does. It hits extremely close to home. And like I said, the saddest part of Lewis's story is they had the puzzle pieces to help Lewis be different, to break the cycle, to break not only the family cycle of mental health, but to break his own cycle. His own cycle was go to job, be miserable, retreat into brain, and go home. And no one in his sphere of support, his therapist, no one thought that was a problem. And that's crazy. That's crazy. And their only justification for not intervening with Lewis was, well, his boss says he's a good worker. That's crazy. The end. Only fun games from now on. I'm gonna try. I like games with story and characters and depth, so I don't know if I'll ever get away from it, but I just do think it's funny because we played Psychonauts 2, Vampire Therapist, and then this game. All almost back to back. Next cat lady. No. You cried again? Yes, Diffuse. I cried again on stream. I like sad stories and I like sad games, and somehow they find me. No matter what. I thought you were in the rain. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. Rain and allergies. Rain and allergies. I have the best community on Twitch. And everyone else can fight me. Bye! 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 Bye!